I'm really happy to be with you here this morning, folks. I brought my fiddle. I was talking to Tim, and he said, "Earl, you got it all tuned up and ready to go?" I said, "I sure do." So if you would like to hear a little thing on the way back down, everybody say, "Yeah!"
All right, sounds good, Earl. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Earl Hughes. I'll show you next here, coming up on the left. Now, it's important to point out to everybody that the placer and drift miners of that era would only dig in the winter time. That's for safety purposes. Again, we're talking about dealing with frozen permafrost here. If it's allowed to warm up and thaw out, it essentially just turns into a bunch of mud, and you got a great risk of cave-ins that way. So they'd only dig in the winter time. Cables here, like you see, all the way up to that pole called the gen pole. Where eventually the buckets would catch, swivel, dump their load, then come coasting back down empty to bang into these logs here to be reset for the next load, all winter long. Therefore, those piles would get really big. So they would erect new gen poles and start new piles if they needed to for more room. By the end of the winter, there were piles. Her name is Yukon Yonda. She's got decades of mining experience in the interior of Alaska. She's going to describe to us how this machinery works, and then we'll give you a panning demonstration. Now also back to the screens here, there's an animation that's going to be looping here several times to help illustrate to you what she's going to be describing here. Yukon, good morning. I've got a great Beaver Creek train here. Take it away.
Thank you, Tim. Well, howdy. Darn good to have you here in camp with us today. I am Yukon Yonda. I started mining for gold here in the interior of Alaska back in 1978, still at it. And it's a real pleasure to be able to share with you this camp's history and that of Gold Dredge 8. She was built in 1927 at the Bethlehem Steel Shipyard. Everything they manufactured in parts, they then put on the railroad and railed her all the way out to San Francisco. Once there, they assembled her in San Francisco Bay, then took her completely apart, loaded all the parts that made up this vessel onto steamships, and barged her up to Seward, Alaska. Once in Seward, they transferred that entire load over to the Alaska Railroad. And it took 114 flat cars to move all the parts that made up this dredge by rail from Seward on up to Fairbanks. Once she got into Fairbanks, they did change the load out just one more time. And that was outside. The crew will pick that up in a bit. With your pan in hand, scoop into that water trough and fill your pan with water. Start shaking it side to side. You should shake this vigorously enough to where you can see or hear that pay dirt moving. Also, tilting your pan away from you. That angle is very important. Gold is almost 20 times heavier than water. So shaking it at this pitch, the gold is going to concentrate right here in what is the deepest part of the pan. Then take a look at the surface. You will see that you've shaken some larger gravels up to the top. With the tips of your fingers and water in your pan, drag those back to you. Rinse them in the pan, then sweep them out. Or throw them in your neighbor's pan, then they're on yours. Grab some more water, tilt the pan away from you, shaking it so you can see or hear it moving. Next step is take some of the top layers off. So you stop shaking, pour the water out. Hold the angle that the water left the pan. Then, in one motion, dip in and lift up. You'll see a top layer slip right off the face of that paint pile. Then more water, more tilt, more shaking. You're still concentrating the gold down and taking layer after layer off. So stop shaking again, pour the water out, holding that angle, dip in and lift up. If you do see some more of those larger gravel, dip in and lift up. I like to work this down to what I call a healthy tablespoon of pay dirt. Then you change how you move your water, and this is just as easy. You roll the water like it's a marble up and over that pay and slow it down. Then back the other direction. As you roll this over, you'll see it lift a layer up and off of that pay pile. Oh, there's color. I love this stuff. Work the sand up and off of the exposed gold. Then rinse that sand out of the pan, and there you have it. Nice, clean gold that we call brand new money. But the best thing of all, I think, is it's going to be gold that you all pay yourself right here in Alaska. If you would give our crew a nice round of applause. That's Gino down at the end and Andrew.
I can see gold. I see gold. Yes, sir. Big chain now.
Oh my goodness. Jump, jump, jump.
This other stuff's not
It's got gold. I can actually hear it rattle. I'm gonna.
Pretty hot there right now?
It was 100 degrees yesterday, record
that is
high.
so hot.
What do you think of the boat penny?
You guys must just stay in your house then in the air conditioning, or I guess you probably get used to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Really?
All right, let's see here.
I mean, it mostly just panning here.
All right, do you have a guess as to how much this is worth?
Well, they said 5, so 10?
5? Okay.
No, well, I guess with both of ours together, maybe 10.
10? Okay, let's see here. Looks like this is worth about, let's see here, $36. Oh yeah.
$36.
That is the most I've weighed today, so you're doing well.
Well, like I said, it was mine and my husband, so it wasn't just mine.
But still, both of you guys did pretty
Yeah.
yeah.
Gold dredge number 8, Fox Alexa.
Is it okay if I do a little bit of the orange blossom special? I think I might have time. The sun's coming out.
All